Hi, I'm Brian from the Black Dahlia Murder, and you're watching Forever Loud. You know, it was great. The crowd was awesome. It's always a little bit of a challenge when the sun's beating down on you. You know, it's not the usual setting for metal, but, you know, the crowd pulled us through. Lost maybe half a stone sweating, but, you know, feeling good. It's good to be back here in the kingdom. I saw everybody down there. Yeah, I think I saw a couple grandmothers. It always kind of seems to happen at the festivals. You know, people get to, you know, kind of come and check out stuff that they may not normally, you know, go check out. It's a fun time. It's extremely hard to pick a set list because, you know, you want to please the fans that have been around for a long time, but you also want to, you know, sneak in some new stuff. And it's, you know, for any band that's been around for a while and has a handful of albums out, you know, it becomes challenging after a time. But at the end of the day, you just got to make your choices, go out there and do the rock. I like gravy with my fries. I appreciate that option. Ooh, especially when you can throw some cheese in there. What else do I like? I don't know. I like fish and chips, but to be honest, guys, most of your places, that's too much. That's like the split, like, you know, a nice romantic meal in the park, you know. You split a huge plank of fish. I start eating that thing, I get about a third through, and I'm like, oh, shit, is this going to heat up well? But a mild criticism. You know, when we first started coming over and experiencing the festival culture, we were in our early 20s. And, you know, that's a different time in anyone's life. I probably would have been about 12 beers deep by now. I can't do that anymore. It's just, you know, at some point you gotta wake up and respect nature. But it's still cool to be here. I still have a great time just walking around the festival, people watching, seeing what kind of cool snacks are out there or what they got at the metal market. It's just weird, man. You start realizing after a while, you're like, yeah, been around for a while. This is getting kind of old. Oh shit, 10 albums? Okay, yeah. There's been a couple waves of, you know, just like the newer stuff coming up, and, you know, like we get to play with those bands and, you know, see what they're about and shit. And it's just a nutty ride. It's weird thinking about how the hell do we fit into all this, but it's two different worlds, man. I used to be able to hide behind my guitar. You know, I'd rock out and stuff, but, like, you know, that was a warm security blanket. When I first started, you know, singing in the band, I was like, all right, what do I do here? All right, do the words. Oh, okay. But it's just become something that's evolved. I spent about 20 years with Trevor. So I really got to, you know, play with and learn from the best. Well, if you're talking about this stuff, I don't know. In Michigan, we're very gestury people, you know. So in Black Dahlia's music, it's a lot of storytelling. I don't know how you do that without your hands. Oh, we just hope that they have a good time. You know, this is the chance to play our music to people and have them, you know, pay attention at all is a huge gift. You know, it's a luxury that we're, you know, for lack of a better word, blessed to have experienced.